Welcome to your practice. So let's begin. For this practice, you might need 2 blocks, a strap, and a blanket if you feel more comfortable sitting up on your blanket, keeping your spine long and lengthened. Okay, let's begin. Close your eyes. Ground your sitting bones on your mat or on your blanket. Lengthen your spine. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Focus your attention on your breath, in and out through your nose. Just notice the quality of your breath at this moment. There's no need to change it, no need to judge it. Just feel it. How does it feel? Start relaxing your body, starting from the top of your head, your forehead, closing your eyes softly. Relax your jaw, your chest. Relax your upper back. Soften your belly, the sides and the back of your rib cage, allowing for more expansion as you continue breathing. Relax your thighs, your legs, your feet. And now notice sensations and emotions that are present in your body at this moment. There's no need to change them. There's no need to call back all the stories that give rise to these emotions. Just let the emotions be, let the feelings be there. Notice where you're feeling them. And see if you can soften that area a little bit more. It might feel tense. Little by little, allow your breath to become longer, deeper, and slower. Slow it down. Always with your awareness on the feelings, the sensations. And every time you exhale, softly let them go. Exhale them out of your body. Soften a little bit more. Allow this tightness, this tension to disappear slowly with your breath, with your awareness. Now let's create an intention for this practice. Anything you need today on your mat, anything you want to practice here, and maybe even something that you can take with you to practice when you step away from this mat. You can always dedicate this practice to any being, one, many, and even yourself. Keep your intention in your heart and allow it to be in your awareness today as you move and as you breathe. Allow it to be there. And I'll remind you from time to time to bring it up. So let's begin chanting Om together. You can do it out loud or silently to yourself. Press your hands together in front of your heart and exhale all the air out. Take one deep breath in. Release your hands, open your eyes, and let's transition to hands and knees for a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So remove your blanket. You can also place your blanket right under your knees if they feel too sensitive, if it's too painful to have them directly on the mat that is just on the floor. The floor is too hard. So you can do that. You can place the blanket under your knees. Your wrists right under your shoulders, your hands shoulder width apart or slightly wider, and your knees right under your hips. On an inhale, arch your spine, sitting bones up, sternum forward and up. Exhale, round your spine, push the foot away, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, round, arch I mean. Exhale and round. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Inhale, arch. Exhale and round. Let's do one more. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. On your next inhale, come back to neutral spine. Walk your hands a couple of inches forward. Open your fingers wide and evenly and press your fingertips down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. And let's come into down dog. Keep your knees bent, your heels are up. Lift your hips towards the ceiling. Press the mat away from you with your hands to bring your chest closer to your thighs. And then when you're comfortable, start to bring your heels down, maybe lengthening your legs, straightening your knees. Your heels don't have to touch the mat at all, and your knees can be slightly bent or a lot bent. Just lengthen your spine, work on that, shoulders away from your ears. You can also do the version of down dog on the knees. So walk your hands forward and start to bring your chest down towards the mat. Tuck your chin towards your chest, press the mat away from you, and don't press your forehead down on the mat. Keep lifting your hips towards the ceiling, lengthening your spine. So do the version that is more comfortable for you today. Take one more inhale, hitting down dog. And on your next exhale, step your feet forward between your hands. And let's fold here. Keep your feet parallel with each other, hip width apart. Your knees can be bent. Grab opposite elbows and allow your upper body to be heavy. Crown of the head pulling you down towards the mat, and your hips are still lifting even if your knees are a lot bent. Hips move up. Continue breathing and noticing what's present. Letting go of the stories. Stay with the feelings Let them flow. Release your hands down, and on your next inhale, start to circle your arms, bringing them all the way up. Touch your hands, gaze up. Exhale, release your hands down to your heart or alongside of your body with your palms facing forward. Let's stay here for a moment. Feet parallel with each other. Soften your knees. Lengthen through the sides of your waist. Allow the crown of your head to lift you as your feet ground you down. So 4 corners of your feet pressing down on the mat. Now on your next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let's fold. Remember to use your blocks to rest your hands or bend your knees so you're able to touch the floor. On an inhale, hands on your shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left foot back. Keep your left heel up. Right knee bent. You can grab your blocks and stay here. Remember, your right knee is right on top of your ankle. And keep pressing your left toes strongly on the mat to keep your left leg active. Lift your chest, open your heart. On your next inhale, straighten your right knee. And on the exhale, you can stay here with your spine long, or you can fold over your right leg. You can also do this pose, bringing your left knee on the mat. Remember to place a blanket under your knee if it feels too hard on you. And then as you inhale, lengthen your right leg and exhale to fold over your leg. So this is another version of the same pose, same benefits to the leg. Same stretch. So choose the one that is more comfortable for you today too. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, step your right foot back and let's come back into down dog. A couple of breaths here. Lengthening, breathing softly, breathing long and deep. On your next inhale, let's come into plank pose. Keep lifting your hips. Bring your belly button back towards your spine, tightening your belly. Your shoulders are not collapsing down, they're helping you lift, so press your hands on the mat strongly. Stay here, keep breathing. Take one more inhale, and on the exhale, back into down dog. Your own version of down dog for today. Whether you're standing on your knees, keep lengthening, keep breathing, keep softening. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Get your blocks. Right heel is up. Lift your chest. Breathe deeply. On your inhale, straighten your left knee, lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, fold over your leg. Remember, you can do the version with your right knee on the mat. On your next inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, step your right foot forward and fold slightly. Inhale, halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Remember to bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, straighten your knee, get your blocks. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to down dog. Couple of breaths here in down dog. Remember your intention for this practice. Keep it in your awareness. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, lengthen your knee, straighten your knee. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, release your hands to your heart or alongside of your body. Stay here for a moment. Notice sensations arising in your body. Notice what's present in your body, in your awareness. Remember, every time you stand here, you ground your feet, you press your feet down on the mat strongly. Now, if your eyes were closed, open your eyes and bring your hands to your waist. Step your left foot back. It's not a great distance between your legs, so to keep you comfortable. Some other instances, we step like one of our legs width apart. In this case, it's slightly less, 3 feet, I would say. Bring your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. You can also grab your strap and grab the strap, keeping your hands as close together as they can be. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chest. And exhale, fold over your leg. Watch your feet. Ground your feet on the mat. They give you the stability that you need to stay balanced in this pose, especially with your arms coming behind you. Gaze towards your foot, your right foot, if you're feeling a little bit unbalanced. And if you're definitely very unbalanced and wobbly here, just bring your hands down either to the mat or to your blocks, okay? I'm more interested in the stretch on the leg than stretch on the shoulders today. So keep breathing. Keep breathing. Press your feet. Notice the sensations arising at this moment from this pose. Now keep bringing your right hip back, left hip forward, keeping your hips aligned. On your next inhale, slowly start to come up. Take your time. Now bring your hands to your heart. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lean forward and bend your knee. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg off the mat. You can stay here balancing with your hands together at your heart, or bring your hands down to the blocks. Okay? Flex your left foot. If your hands are on the blocks, then work on the alignment. Your right hip stays stable, lifting slightly. Your left hip moves down. Lengthen through your heel. Lift your chest and press your hands down. Now, if you want to balance a little bit here, your right knee can bend slightly. And then you can balance. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, start to bring your chest closer to your legs. So bring your blocks closer to your foot. And lift your left leg up. Now you can point your foot. Breathe, breathe, breathe. On your next inhale, slowly start to come up. You can bring your foot down, or you can try to balance as you lift. And then you can place your foot down. Stay here for a moment. Notice the sensations arising on your right leg, on the hip, on the thigh, on your hamstring. Just notice. Now let's do the same with the other leg. Hands at your waist. Step your right foot back about 3 feet apart. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Now, your foot is at an angle. It can slightly be facing forward, but mainly facing the side of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Gaze towards your left foot for more balance. Keep lifting your hands away from your sacrum. Left hip moves back, right hip moving forward. And remember, if you're feeling really unbalanced and you're too wobbly, just bring your hands down to the mat or to your blocks. What emotions or sensations come up with this pose for you? Just let them be there. Feel them fully. On your next inhale, slowly start to come up. Take your time. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, bend your left knee and lean forward. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. You can balance here, or you can bring your hands to the blocks and work on the alignment. Flex your right foot, hips are leveled, and lengthen through the right heel. Lift your chest. Now your blocks can be higher. You don't have to use the same setting of the block that I have here. You might not want your blocks. And if you want to balance, just bring your hands to your heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take one more inhale. Bring your hands to the blocks if you're balancing. And on the exhale, as you bring the blocks closer to your foot, also bring your chest closer to your thigh and bring your right leg up. You can point your right foot. Keep your spine long, your breath soft. Crown of the head pulls you down. On your next inhale, start to come up. Remember, you can place your foot down and from here come up. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, see if you can lift and then bring your foot down. That's gonna burn. Let's remove the blocks for now. And stay here for a moment. Come back to this moment, come back to your intention. Notice what's present. Ground your feet, lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe, come back to your center, come back to your heart. On an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold, bend your knees so your hands can reach down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step your feet back into plank pose. Inhale, here in plank. Exhale, bring your knees down. And from here, let's transition to sit with the legs extended in front of us. If it's too challenging for you to keep your back long, your sitting bones grounding you on the floor, on the mat, please sit on your blankets to elevate your hips a little bit more so you don't have to struggle keeping your spine long. So I'll sit on the blanket, you do the same. Now rest your hands alongside of your hips. Lengthen your feet, your legs, and flex your feet. Bring your shoulders down, lengthen your neck, crown of the head lifting you. Grab your strap and loop it around the ball of your feet. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, fold over your legs. If you can reach your feet, just remove the strap and rest your hands on your feet or just hold your feet. Otherwise, keep your hands on the strap. The strap is here to support you and keep you comfortable, not for you to pull yourself closer to your legs. Keep your spine long at all times. So even if that means you're staying here. Okay? Tuck your chin slightly to your chest. And just breathe here. Notice your heart and what's present in your heart. Notice your breath going through your heart. So make this breath very loving, very sweet, nurturing and healing. So allow your breath to go through your heart and all over your body, everywhere in your body, surrounding you at some point, exploding out of you to surround you like a bubble. And just notice that. Stay with that. Allow that to be a healing energy in this moment. Allow your heart to feel whatever it is feeling at this moment without any judgment, without pushing it away. Just breathe into it. Have your awareness there. Remember, always letting go of the stories that are fueling this feeling. We stay with the feeling. We want it to be there, to flow and then disappear. We don't want to deny it, and we don't want to block it with other things, with other thoughts. On your next inhale, slowly start to come up. Release your strap. Remove your blanket and lie down on your back. Bring your knees to your chest. Stay here for a moment. You can move side to side here if that feels good. And you can also stay still if that feels even better. So just stay here. Breathe. Notice what's present in your body. Notice how this loving breath that we practiced in the previous pose has refueled your body and your awareness. Or notice what it did to you, if anything. Now, bring your feet flat on the mat. Keep your knees bent. Keep your feet hip-width apart and just make sure that they are close enough to your hips that you can touch your heels. You don't need to grab your feet, just touch your heels. Now, for this next pose, let's use the block. So grab one of your blocks. I know, we're releasing all our setting here. Grab your block, have it right here. And now come back to feet hip-width apart and just being able to touch your heels. Now place your block in between your thighs and press your thighs against the block, okay? On your next inhale, we're going to lift the hips up, start to lift your rib cage, and then tuck your shoulders slightly under. So the points of contact here are your feet, your shoulders, and the back of your head. Don't look to the sides. Now you can interlace your fingers behind your back and press your arms down on the mat, or you can grab the outer edges of your mat and just pull it out. So your hands moving away from one another. So you can stay here. Your thighs are pressing the block. Your knees are moving towards your feet, and your chest is moving up. Slightly tuck your chin towards your chest. And notice that your neck is free here. It's not pressing down on the mat. Okay, back of your head and shoulders are the ones that are pressing down. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to bring your body back down, releasing your hands underneath you if your hands were clasped together. You can remove the block for a moment, allow your knees to touch. And just breathe. Breathe and notice. You can bring your lower back onto the mat, so press your lower back down. Notice how that feels. Let's go back to the block in between the thighs. Make sure you can touch your heels. Press your lower back down on the mat, and on your next inhale, let's lift again. Tuck your shoulders under. You can interlace your fingers and press your arms down, or you can grab the outer edges of your mat. Keep moving your knees towards your feet, pressing the block with the thighs, chin tucked towards your chest. And breathe. Take one more inhale and exhale slowly. Release your hands and bring your body back down. Well, your back. Release your block. Allow your knees to touch. So you can open your feet a little bit wider. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And once again, as you breathe, allow your loving breath to go through your heart. Filling it up. Allow this love to travel inside of your body and eventually bursting out, surrounding you like a bubble. Just notice what's present within you at this moment. Remember, there's no need to judge, there's no need to push anything away. There's no need to change anything. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you are feeling at this moment. Without intensifying with the stories in your head, just stay with the feeling, breathe deeply. Bring your awareness to this moment and to your intention. If your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes now and you can release your hands away from your body. As you cross your right heel on top of your left knee, lift your left foot and grab the back of your left thigh. Remember, passing your right arm in between your legs. Flex your right foot and continue bringing your left thigh closer to your chest and your right thigh away from your chest. If today you're feeling too uncomfortable reaching your thigh, you can grab your strap, loop it around your left thigh, and with your strap, bring your thigh close to you. Don't forget to flex your right foot. Breathe. Notice your shoulders. There's no tension on your shoulders or on your neck. So soften shoulders, soften your face. Even if you're grabbing your legs strongly, soften your belly. Breathe deeply. We have a friend visiting us today. Release the pose. Both feet flat on the mat. Let's see if I can move Percy. Now let's do the other leg. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Lift your right foot and then grab the back of your right thigh. You can use your strap, don't forget. Flex your left foot. Bring your right thigh closer to you and your left thigh moves away from you. Notice where you're creating tension in your body with this pose. That doesn't mean that you're not grabbing strongly. It just means that some places don't need to be tense. Soften your breath. Release the pose, bring your feet to the mat, both feet flat on the mat. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, move your legs to the right. You can actually scoot your hips a little bit to the left, and then allow your legs to fall to the right. Stretch your left arm to the left. Remember that you can place a blanket under your shoulder here to keep you a little bit more comfortable, and your right hand can be grabbing your legs. Gaze to the left. Soften your whole body now. You can close your eyes. Think of your intention, not just for this practice, but how you can take this intention with you when you're done here, how you can practice it with others or with yourself. On your next inhale, bring your legs back to center. And on your exhale, scoot your hip to the right and bring your legs to the left. You can place your blanket now under your right arm as you stretch your right arm to the right, gaze to the right. Your left hand can rest on top of your legs, or you can open your arm too. On your next inhale, come back to center. Maybe hug your knees into your chest. And finally, we're ready for our resting pose, Shavasana. So stretch your legs down on your mat. Find all the space that you need here. Arms alongside of your body with your palms facing up. And just soften everything from your crown, from the crown of your head, your face. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relax your belly. Your hips are heavy. Relax your thighs, your legs, your feet. Continue breathing through your nose, but don't control your breath anymore. Allow it to be free. Allow it to be fluid. Keep your awareness in this moment. Keep your awareness on your body. And enjoy this moment of rest. it's time to bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Move your fingers, wiggle your toes, and start moving your body any way that feels good for you at this moment. Stretching and moving side to side. Whatever feels good. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest. Roll to your right side and stay there for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, come back to sit with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. Sit on your blanket, please. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head. Feel gratitude for this practice. Not just this practice on the mat, but also the one that you take away when you're done here. The one you take with you during your day, during the night, when you wake up, when you interact with others. Feel gratitude for who you are inside and out, and for every day, whatever that day may bring, with the joy, with the challenge. And just ask, what's the lesson here? What do I need to learn? How can I see this differently? Remember your intention for this practice and keep it with you for the rest of the day or the rest of the evening. Maybe for the rest of the week. Allow your intention to bring you back to center and to remind you to breathe. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. And may all our thoughts, words, and actions contribute in any way to the happiness and freedom of all beings. Now let's close this session chanting Om, followed by 3 Shanti. Exhale all the air out. Take 1 deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace in your mind and in your body. Peace in your relationships with other living beings. And peace in your relationship with Mother Nature. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. In love and in gratitude, I bow to you. Namaste.